taser him.
With all the money that is possibly going to be saved by Doge, do you think we're going to see an increase in our Social Security?
If I get an order to pay a ticket for $1,200 and I just say no, does that stand up? Because he's got an order from the Supreme Court and he's just said no.
The president of that country is not subject to our U.S. Supreme Court.
15 past the hour, rowdy, combative, even some violence in town halls across the country yesterday. That first clip you saw was from Georgia at a town hall for Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. At least 6 people were escorted out by police. 3, at least, were arrested. 2 even shocked with a taser. On the other side of the aisle, former President Joe Biden re-entered the political world, giving his first post-presidency speech where he slammed President Trump over cuts to Social Security. Joining us now is Julie Roginski, Democratic strategist, author of the Salty Politics newsletter, and Lindsey Draft, former regional finance director for Mitt Romney's campaign. I thank you both for being here with me. Lindsey, there's a longer moment from Senator Grassley's town hall where he was pressed about the lack of due process for Abrego Garcia case. Let's listen to that.
You gonna bring that guy back from El Salvador? Why not?
Well, because that's not a power of Congress.
Supreme Court said to bring him back.
Judges are.
Yeah, but
What can they do? He's defined the Constitution. Committee.
Trump don't care.
What do you think, Lindsey? Is this something that is going to continue having playing a larger part, having a bigger impact?
I think that what we're seeing right now is a gross overreach of the executive branch because you have a legislative branch that is failing to actually address key issues. You have a legislative branch right now that is having people in Congress who are there from gerrymandered districts with closed primary systems. They are scared to do anything because they're scared to lose their jobs. I give great kudos to Senator Grassley for hosting this town hall and Congressman Mast. Maybe not Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, as she took pre-screened questions, so it was not a responsive engagement. But what Senator Grassley said really stood out to me, which is that this is not Congress's power. Congress has great collective power. It is choosing not to use it. And if you look at what happened last week with the 90-day suspension of the tariffs, that's actually an example of Congress's collective power. They came together quietly.
Even though that was an executive decision.
It was an executive decision, but it was because of pressure placed on the executive branch by the members of the Republican Senate. They have the opportunity to do this, and I think that the more town halls we host and the more public sentiment that comes behind this, we will start to see an opportunity for them to exert that collective power.
And so, Julie, do you think that the Democrats have been exerting their collective power, even though they're in the minority in the Senate and the House and clearly in the White House? Have they been exerting their collective power adequately?
Not enough. I think there are certain senators like Cory Booker who obviously showed a pathway to doing that. But
25 hours.
25 hours. I'm not suggesting every senator filibuster or have to floor speech for 25 hours, but there are things that they can do to gum up the works until Chuck Grassley, who sits on the Judiciary Committee, realizes he has tremendous power to force the president's hand to do something. He doesn't have to get any nominees through the Judiciary Committee until the president returns Abrego Garcia and does other things that Congress would want him to do. Democrats need to understand that this is not a time to sit and have a kumbaya moment with Republicans on anything. They need to gum up the works and use every legislative means at their disposal to gum up the works until this lawlessness ends.
And gum up what works? And to what degree do you gum up? How do you gum up
There is
the
nothing
works?
going on right now. Well, first of all, they have many recourses, especially in the Senate, to be able to do that, right? Cory Booker showed one pathway to doing that. They have blue slips they can do and appointees. There are many, many things that they can do. Not enough, obviously. They're in the minority, but there are tactics that they can take. The problem here is that this is a president that is completely lawless, whether it's Abrego Garcia, whether it's these renditions without any due process, whether it is allowing Elon Musk to steal people's personal information, whether it is effectively stopping...
Steal people's?
Of course. He's got people from Doge coming in to all of these departments, taking people's personal information, doing God knows what with it. They have no authority to be able to do that, but they're doing that right now. You have people coming in right now and cutting off workers of Social Security agencies so that people can't apply for those Social Security benefits. There are all sorts of things that are happening right now that are completely outside the norm. And until Congress realizes that they need to act as a co-equal branch of government and stop bending the knee to this executive, we're not going to be able to stop any of this from happening, and our democracy is going to be slipping away.
I want to play for you part of what former President Biden said in his first speech since leaving the White House. Take a listen.
Social Security is more than a government program. It's a sacred promise. We made it today, a sacred promise. Fewer than 100 days, this new administration has made done so much damage and so much destruction.
Lindsay, is this a message that's going to be getting through? I mean, is this part of the consistent message of Democrats?
It's not going to be a message that's getting through, and the Democrats don't have a consistent message. You're looking at the former president speaking out for the first time since he's left office, and Democrats are receiving this with very mixed emotions. This is a man they hold in high regard and they love very much, but at the same time, they blame him for exactly where we are right now as a nation. I have to disagree, Julie, with the idea that Democrats need to be gumming up the system. I think actually we have a great opportunity right now as Americans, and especially in our legislative branches, to come together to advance real long-term solutions.
How do you do that, though?
You have to caucus together, and you have to be willing to take votes that might lose you your job. These folks are all worried that they're going to come back into their districts and they're going to get primaried either from the left or the right. And if you look right now at the crowds that AOC and Bernie Sanders are getting together, this furthers our idea here that the Democratic Party doesn't have a strong identity, and they're having a very difficult time building a coalition. Instead of working to build those coalitions just within the parties, how about a coalition of Americans?
You know, and you were speaking about that. I mean, let's take a look at the scene in California. I mean, this was just yesterday, and we're talking about thousands of people. 30,000 came out to rally with Senator Sanders and Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Here's a bit of what was talked about there.
We will not accept authoritarianism, and we will not accept a rigged economy where working people struggle while billionaires become richer.
Community is the most powerful building block we have to defeat authoritarianism and root out corruption.
Julie, there's a contrast there.
Well, and to the point that Lindsay was making, actually, I disagree with some of what you said. Democrats right now are looking for fighters. And Bernie Sanders and AOC, who are not necessarily everybody's cup of tea in the Democratic Party, are gaining so much traction right now, including from establishment people like me, because they're fighting, because they're not doing what Chuck Schumer did a month or so ago, where he's going along with a continuing resolution to fund this government. People are looking at the Democratic Party for somebody to stand up to Donald Trump effectively. They're not looking for anybody to make common cause with a man who's destroying our democracy, not even piece by piece, but in the last almost 100 days, almost wholeheartedly. And so this is what Democrats need right now. This is what they're fighting for. This is what they're thirsting for. And I strongly urge Democrats in the Senate and the House to take a look at what Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez are doing and emulate it, because what voters want right now is somebody to stand up to the horror show that's been inflicted on this country for the last, 60, 70 days.
Well, and I look at what's coming out of the DNC right now politically. I think that the chairman of the DNC acknowledges that there is not a figurehead right now for the Democratic Party. And these far-left progressive voices are not resonating with the majority of Americans, which is why the Harris campaign tacked so centristly in terms of really to the center in her messaging as a candidate. And you've got now the chairman of the DNC saying they're going to actively primary people within their own party. The party system itself has taken our democracy from us as American voters. So gumming up the system and playing games in the short term is not going to fix it.
I wish we could continue our conversation. We will going forward. I thank you both so very much.